Hello everybody! Now that we finished that Sonic marathon of tunes, oh my god, that was a lot of Sonic tunes, all in one go. How y'all doing? Hey Nyan, how you doing? So, welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. I am once again joined by my good friend, Brandon, or is it Brandon in the chat?
Yep.
He's here.
I'm still here.
He's still here.
He only lets me out of the closet for these streams.
I need to get you audio, which should be there right there. I need to get me audio.
Yep.
Because I can't hear the game audio currently, and that's bad. There we go. Now I can. And the stream should already have audio. Which it does. There we go.
Let us know for some reason it doesn't.
Let us know if for some reason the game isn't coming through, but it should be. Right, let's...
Because setup went too damn well today, so we're fully expecting something to go wrong.
There was still one mess up, but it's fine. It didn't really matter.
Yeah, but I caught it.
You caught it really quick. Excellent. Let's go straight on in again. And this is my first time playing the game. I have also, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I have no experience of this game prior. This is my first time playing through. So far we are up to chapter 4, and we just need to do the investigation of the trial. We know who's been murdered, we just don't know how. So it's a matter of figuring out what's happened, how it's happened, and then accusing someone.
Just as a reminder, chat, I on the other hand am very familiar with this game, and I will be watching for spoilers like a hawk.
Yeah, he's here basically to stop spoilers from being in the chat, and also to steer me in the right direction if I'm completely off track.
And even then, I tend not to do the second part. Sometimes I just love seeing how far off track you'll go.
Oh man, so when we last left off, Sakura was the one that had been killed. We figured out that she was a spy for Monokuma. And Monokuma went and just like revealed it to everyone, hey, this is my spy, which then just raised all the tensions through the roof. Everyone was like really high tensions all through last stream. Everyone hated me and I didn't like it because I wanted everyone to love me. And then it turns out Sakura was actually murdered for it, or I assume because of that reason, but I mean, then there may be other reasons we don't know yet. And it also, if I remember right, wasn't it like a locked room mystery? Like,
yep.
She was murdered in a room that was locked from the inside, or sealed from the inside. So, and like, there's no way that
as I said, this one's gonna be kind of a puzzler for you, and I'm gonna be kind of interested to see how you handle it.
Dude, my brain tends to work overtime all the time, so I'm hoping it's good enough to work for today. Right, well there's this right here. Oh my god. What is this? There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So...
Oh, that's not any protein drink. That's the protein that was in the chem lab, right?
Yeah.
Yep. The super protein?
Wrong.
Yeah, that Hina and Sakura both commented on finding.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, the protein zyme. Protein zyme X.
Because it's not because it's not just protein zyme. It's gotta be protein zyme X.
Extreme, dude. Extreme. Sakura mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff like that in it. Yeah.
Just a second.
What is it?
Hey.
Or scattered around the cam? Glass. Well, yeah, we just broke a window to get in.
Correct.
Yeah, but isn't there something weird about the glass, though?
Oh, they're underneath it. Wait, how? What?
So...
That's odd. Alright.
Yeah, no, that seems super odd.
Yeah. I'm guessing we don't have to investigate the door, but let's look at it anyway. Yeah. We all know that I broke the door to get in. I'm just wondering whether that's going to give me a truth bullet. No, it's not. Alright. That's my investigate button. There's a chair over here. Anything fishy about the chair? Oh, that was the one that was up against the doorknob. Alright. No evidence of any kind of string or anything on it. There's no reason the chair had anything special done. Okay. Nothing particularly interesting about this chair, other than it was used to prop the door. Stop it from opening. Must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Oh, okay, cool. Rec room door added truth bullets. Good. Okay. There's a game here. No one's playing that. There's this rag on the ground next to Sakura. Some kind of wrapper. Okay.
Huh?
Do you recognize it?
Well...
You gave it to her. It's a candy wrapper? Oh yeah, she got super upset. I remember. Yeah, she was her switch got completely flipped when she found out that Jill had like hurt Hina, even though it was such a minor thing. She was like,
yeah, that's a polite and entirely correct way of looking at it.
Like she was gone. She was like Super Saiyan Sakura, and I didn't want to deal with that. All right. So after you left the nurse's office, you got it to her. Find a big box in the warehouse. Maybe, well, don't be sad. You eat a lot of candy. Like, you like lots of sweet things, honestly. I'm surprised you're such an athletic type with the amount of sweet stuff that you eat.
No. Her body's just really good at metabolizing it, apparently.
Yep.
I mean...
Okay. Don't be... I know Sakura's dead. Don't be sad, though. It's alright. We'll figure out who did it. Polka dot candy wrapper. Alright. There's something back here. Shards of glass. They look red. Like a bottle? Oh, so that must have been what hit her on the head, because there was a head wound, right? Or like it looked like she'd been hit on the head.
Right.
So I would guess that it was a glass bowl that was smashed over her head.
That's never a fun wound.
No. Something else.
It's not enough that you're getting brained over the head. It's also that a bunch of glass shards are biting into your skin.
Yeah. It's a figure. Oh, it's a little Monokuma chess piece. Alright. So we got the figure too. Interesting. Anything else to look at? Oh god, there's blood over there. I didn't even see that.
I mean, to be fair, you're not usually looking for pink blood.
That's true, and like the camera angle, I don't
Well,
think
in most
works
games.
very well. In most games, you don't look for
realistically,
pink
here
blood.
we should be Realistically, here we should be completely used to.
That's it. Like I instantly saw that. I was like, oh, that's blood, because blood is pink, right? Like, I'm just like programmed to be like, that's what blood looks like. That's what it is now. What is that? There's like all marks on this door, like handprints. Lock is open on the inside.
But kind of reminds me, have we ever really discussed on stream why the blood is pink?
I don't remember if we did when it first came up, but I mean, you can remind me again. I don't know.
I've seen a bunch
It's true.
of stories why from a bunch of people, but the most consistent one that I've seen, it's for rating reasons in Japan.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Like, the game could not get away with red blood.
Once you see pink blood, you can't unsee it. It's true.
Yeah, no,
Particularly with the way that it's
you're-
displayed in this game, it's like very graphic and all over the place most of the time. Like that first murder,
Yeah.
holy hell.
Yeah, no, this game would look disturbing as fuck if the blood was all changed back to red.
Yeah, jeez. Alright, so then maybe the killer hid in the locker? And then like jumped out and got Sakura?
Wrong.
It's not a possibility.
Hey,
Yeah. Oh, it was already open. Alright.
indeed.
Gotcha. Alright. So we've got some weird handprints on there. Interesting. Anything else to look at? There's some bowls up here. Looks probably one of these that was you. Yeah, look. 4 red bowls on the shelf with the little Monokuma figures in them. And they're all chess pieces, so obviously it's the same thing.
So, in other words,
Monokuma bowls. Alright. Starting to make sense of things. A little bit. A little bit. Obviously, the bowl that was smashed over her head was taken from there. But it also looks like there's
Right.
another one missing. It looks like there should be 2 bowls. Two extra bowls up there from what's there at the moment. So I wonder if there's another one somewhere. Yeah, because how many chess pieces are there? There's pawn, castle, knight, bishop, king, queen. So there's like 6.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
you're missing the queen piece is missing.
You're missing the queen as well. We don't know where that is. Alright, alright, alright. Magazine rack. Nothing of interest there. There's a clock. Anything fishy about the clock? It's around 1 o'clock. Said she died around 12 noon, so about an hour ago. That was when we were moving Alter Ego. Interesting. Alright. I don't really see anything
Well,
else.
Well, then, if it happened when you guys were moving Alter Ego, that pretty much means Kyoko has an alibi.
It does. It means Kyoko isn't the one that did it, and I really don't feel like Hina did this. I'm missing something really deep in her psyche if she did this. Like, there's something I really don't understand about her.
So all along, Hina was the you-know.
Yeah. Like, there's something I've really misjudged about her if she did it. So I don't want to feel like she did, which only leaves Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro. Which is crazy.
Oh, so 3 people that Hina.
The 3 people that
Oh,
Hina
wow.
like called out immediately. It's like, it's one of you.
Yeah, because that's not suspicious at all.
It's not at all. Hina, don't be the one that did this, please. Hina, like, we don't hate... Well, I didn't hate Sakura. She asked all 3 of them to meet with her in the rec room? What? Really? She went to the nurse's office this morning. Sakura and I both left together. She went off on her own. When I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. Oh. And you tried to stop her. Okay. Yeah, but Hina, how are you gonna stop Sakura by force? It's a friggin'... like, come on now.
Oh, yeah, we will play the second game. Probably not immediately after this.
Okay, we got Hina's account.
Largely due to the fact that I believe Rob still doesn't actually own the second game, so...
Yeah, I don't
there's
actually
that.
own it currently, but I would like to play it, considering how well this one's gone this far. Yakuza.
What?
Okay. Alright. Yeah, is it true that she asked you to meet you here? I need to know this. This is important. Well, I mean, Hina told me, so it is true. Okay. And Risk being killed by her. I mean, that's true. I'm not gonna lie. Considering your viewpoint on things, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't go. Okay, so he says he hasn't seen her at all today.
Come on.
Dude! Stop being such an asshole, Byakuya.
Wait, did you just ask Byakuya not to be an
I
asshole?
mean, that's never gonna happen, right?
However,
She's not the type to go down without a fight, that's true.
It's true.
But I almost want to say she was like poisoned or something, because she had the protein drink, right? And the way that she was sat suggests that maybe someone had poisoned that protein drink, or maybe it just wasn't stable to drink. It's got freaking X on the label. It was in a chem lab. Like, it might not have actually been safe to drink.
certainly.
Have they inspected the body itself? I don't think they have. Slumped forward in this chair. Yeah, the fact that she was also like just sat in the chair as well.
Right.
Huh. But it also said that she'd vomited blood. Yeah, you can see blood on her face. Hadn't suffered any other injuries. It's gotta be poisoning. If she vomited blood, it's gotta be something internal, right? It's gotta be poisoning. What?
That's fine.
What?
Naturally.
Most interesting? What are you talking about? Don't. It does, right?
Listen.
General investigation. Yeah, I think
So
I've
then-
covered everything.
Listen to me.
I'm oh you're trusting me. Oh, see, me and Kyoko were tight again. I'm happy with this. She's got a lot more pushy since we had our issue. Yeah, but I mean, it's fine. You know, as long as she's talking to me again, I'm alright.
Yes, because as we've established, Makoto was whipped.
Yeah. Alright. Let's go. Out of here. Oh, that's not how I leave. Apparently. There we go. Normally you can just click on the door, but clicking on the door just, like, investigates it. Okay. Oh, wow, it threw me back in the main, like, living area. Why would it throw me here? Why would I be here? Where is my first point to look at, really? I don't even know where to start looking for this. Maybe up in the chem lab? I need to get more... Okay, I need to get more info here. Okay, fine.
Alright.
Let's explore here then. Is there any people around? Because that's normally a good indication. Oh, actually it tells you. Toko. Let's go see Toko. Toko. Talk to me. Makoto cross Kyo. It is! I want it to be canon. I want it to be canon. Oh, don't peek around the door like that. That's just terrifying. Hi.
Well, what do you want?
I want
So
to
you're
talk.
back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach.
Yo, Toko,
I was in such a good mood too.
you got issues, Toko. She didn't look like she was in a good mood. She never looks like she's in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Oh, okay. Well, she said.
What do you want?
Yeah, I want to talk.
Reaction. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk about that Sakura asked to meet you.
Well,
You don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Byakiro told me she'd asked him. Ah, there, you see, you gave it away. You told me that she wants to speak to him too. Yep, you just said too. I get it. Togo, you gotta get better at this.
Well, Toko's a horrible liar, evidently.
Obviously. You didn't go see her, you were scared. I can believe that.
Either that or we've had it completely wrong, and Makoto is in fact like some sort of super sleuth.
Yeah. Alright.
Or maybe that's just an extension of his luck. I don't know.
Maybe it is. Is Hero around? I don't know where Hero's room is, but it's one of these. That's not the map. That's the map. Where is? Oh, this is Hero's room. I forget that his full name is Yasuhiro.
I forget his name is not Dumbass. Because that's always what I refer to him as.
Yeah, I needed something. Tell me. Did Sakura want to meet with you? What? How'd I know about that? I'm psychic. Just kidding. Just have good intuition.
You did the thing.
did
You
the
did the thing. You feel proud of yourself?
I do feel proud of myself. Especially because she died like so long ago. When did Sakura tell you that? What? Well, when she asked me to. Oh. Didn't she write you a note?
Hero is also a horrible liar.
How about that?
She gave it to you in person. Having to mention the others like in passing. Yeah, Hero, you're super suspicious right now.
You got it all wrong.
Definitely suspicious.
Actually- Don't look at me.
I miss. No, I pretty much miss everyone. Maybe except Leon. Maybe.
Everyone knows it. Yeah, Leon was kind of a douche.
I don't know. Leon wasn't around long enough for me to really form a solid opinion on his character.
Leon was kind of a douche, but I don't know exactly whether he was a bad person or not. Because, like I say, in that instance, it was Sayaka that was trying to kill him.
No, it's not necessarily I think he's a bad person. I just think he's a douche.
Yeah.
Come on.
Something fell out of Hero's pocket. It's the candy wrapper.
Suspicious!
Hero, everything points to you, my friend. Everything. Honestly, I have no way of pitying anything at the moment, but trust me, everything's pointing to you at the moment.
Hey, come on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
What?
That's fair.
Alright. Hero's very jumpy and a little all over the place. And, suspicious as hell, really. Yeah, protein can. Let's go to the chem lab. That's what I wanted to do first. But I didn't realize I couldn't go there yet. I didn't realize you wanted me to speak to the people.
Alright, back to the chem lab.
Woo! Let's go. So while I'm walking through the school, even though I could probably quick travel, I'm just going to walk through the school. So, I have been thinking about theories to do with this game. I've been doing my own theorizing, right?
Right.
Now, one of the things I completely forgot about, but recently remembered, was when you first, like, enter the school building, right? Like,
Yeah.
everything looks normal. Like, you enter the building, everything is fine, and then you go through some sort of weird transition, and then you wake up in a classroom somewhere. Like, you've been, like, knocked out or something. That's how you enter this place, right? So I was thinking, and also there's all these pictures, right, showing everyone, like, living a school life, what appears to be in this school. So I was thinking, what if this is a case of they did go to this school normally, and at the very start of the game is like a different time period to what we're playing now, and like maybe they all like forgot that they went to the school, but I don't know why they would have forgotten, and maybe that's what the mastermind plan was to like to do this. They wanted this specific scenario, so they made everyone forget everything that happened.
So you think the mastermind gave everyone amnesia?
Something along those lines. Something, I feel like something may have caused amnesia and everyone's forgot the fact that they did go to school here. Because those pictures, right? And that maybe, like I say, that first part of the game is like basically when he was actually about to enroll in the school. And then after that weird transition, that's like after everything he's done in his school life, and then he's forgot it, and we coming in at that point. That's
right.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know.
Well,
this is one of my random spitball theories.
I'm adding it to the list.
This is one of my random spitball theories. You have a list of random theories that I've come up with through this. Like...
Yes, and I will be grading you on them at the end of all of this.
Oh my god.
So mainly just so I can throw everything you're wrong about back in your face.
It sounds crazy, but it's the only way I could like rationalize things. Okay. Whoa. What is this? Hello? I don't know. I'm looking at what's on the floor there. Yeah, powder? I didn't know whether it was powder or liquid or something, but something's like all over the floor. Alright. Tell me a little bit more about that. Broken bottle in front of the shelf. This is where all the powder came from. Chem C4. Is that a chemical version of like C4, like the explosive?
No.
Like,
no.
Or is that just like a label? Like, this is category C, number 4, or something, I don't know. Yeah.
So, in other words... Alright. Yo, there's footprints in it. Yo! Can we get like a good like snapshot of those footprints? Can we figure out what size shoe they are? And we can figure out exactly who stepped in it. I mean, those look like pretty big footprints. What?
Alright. Makoto, you've got excellent sketching skills. Pretty much as good as my own, really.
I see.
Whoever left these footprints went straight to that shelf. That's true.
I see. It's certainly possible.
Are they mine? No, I haven't been up here.
What?
Yeah, you can look at my shoes. My feet are too big? Wow, those footprints look huge. My feet must be massive. Jeez. Yep, it should be easy to figure out who they do belong to. That's actually an incredibly valuable clue. Because it means someone was up here and stepped in this chemical.
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly means that.
You watch, it'll end up being freaking Sakura's footprints and we'll be no closer. Oh my god, I bet that's what'll happen. Is this just the chemical itself? Yellow powder, yep. Shelf, raise with blood bottle, yeah, I've already done all that, and we already did. Yeah, that's fine. I was just double checking. Footprints in the powder. Good stuff. Alright, nothing but dangerous chemicals. Poisons and other powerful chemicals. They're all labeled with the letter C. Alright, so C stands for poison. Maybe it just stands for chemical, I don't know. Which chemicals, I have no idea what they are. The reagents. Oh, they're put into ignite a chemical reaction, alright. Hey, dude, just because I'm not good at chemistry doesn't mean I'm an idiot.
What?
That's fine.
You know, I have my own abilities. Section B, nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, and what's in section A? Dietary supplements, different medicines. So this must be where. Oh, hang on a second. There's a C chemical in the A section.
Huh.
I see that. I see that there picture. Is that just a picture, or is that actually a thing? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Has he noticed it? But wait. Chem C9. But they're on accident. Maybe. Yeah, the protein powder was obviously from section A. But there's also this like chemical there that, you know, could be a poisonous thing. I mean, honestly, only an idiot would drink from that or ingest whatever was in that, because it has a giant skull and crossbones on it, and it's not obvious that it's going to kill you. You know, it's the sort of thing that might kill Hero, but that's about it. I have more faith in Hina. Alright, anything else to look at? No. Do you have anything else to say, asshole?
Try and.
I see.
If you try and leave and it keeps you here, there I think is one more bullet that you need to get.
It'll let me leave, so I think I'm...
Okay, so you got everything.
Alright, let's go talk to the peoples, about stuff. Rec room is where those two are. Can I teleport there? No. Can I teleport anywhere here? There we go. I've got to go all the way around. Oh my god. There we go. Whee! Dude, I love this investigation music. It's so jazzy. I love it.
Hey,
Hey, how's it going? I'll tell you what I found.
I see.
They both said they didn't go see her. All three of them said they didn't go see her. Someone must be lying.
Anyway,
Okay. Do you want to look over them one more time? What? No, I just came to look at your feet. Can I look at your feet, please?
I won't forgive you. Just
Well,
the worst.
Rob, I'm not kink shaming, but can't you do that somewhere else? Preferably not in a room with a body.
Oh god. No. That's not what this is. Oh, man. She found a clue involved in the bottles. Is it what I noticed earlier about there should be another one?
hey,
Did I figure it out? What's that?
so
Oh my god. Kyogo's like, no, figure it out.
No, you figured it out, dumbass.
Alright.
This is the heart of the game. Look, the game designers just told me that this is the chapter where I'm supposed to stop holding your hand.
Oh, she trusts me to a degree. Alright. I get it. I gotta earn your trust even more, but... Monokuma bottle has been updated.
hey,
One other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. Experiment? What's your experiment involve?
anyway,
All the pieces of the broken bottle? Oh, are you gonna try and rebuild it?
that doesn't matter.
No, I think that would take too long.
That's like really hard to do. Oh, Kyoko's gone. Alright. I didn't get to tell her about the feet. Gotta keep you waiting.
So then,
Alright. What kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
You got a scale from the chem lab. Compare weights. Oh. I see what you're doing.
listen,
Alright. Compare the weight of the two normal Monokuma bottles. They're the same weight. It's balanced.
in other words,
Each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. It does make sense.
so then,
Here comes the important part. All of these you picked up on one side of the scale should be about the same. Especially if we make sure we put the little Monokuma figure in there as well.
so then,
Oh, it's heavier. Alright, lighter I could understand because maybe I've not picked up every single piece, but heavier is something else.
Uh-huh.
I knew it. In other words,
The bowl that was smashed isn't one of those bowls.
hey,
Alright. What else does she want me to look at? The magazine rack or something? Clue. There's an upside down magazine. What?
hey,
You're right. Let's have a look at the upside down magazine. Oh my god. It's like Leon all over again.
Ugh.
It's got Toko written on it in blood. Could this be... Could it?
Correct.
Who wrote it though? Did Sakura have blood on her fingers again? Because if she doesn't, then she didn't write it. And if she didn't write it, that means someone's trying
This
to set
basically means Dick
Toko
Squad.
up. Well, it means someone's trying to set Toko up, and in my mind, helps prove Toko as being more innocent than guilty. Not that she completely
So-
is, because someone could have necessarily done that like at a later point or something to try and frame Toko. But like, that's hard to do. So,
However,
you're not the one who put it back upside down. It's like that when you found it. All right, I trust you. I trust you because I know you didn't do it, and you'd have no reason for like changing the crime scene. Like, why would you do that to me, Kyoko?
Also, you know, Hina's also right here.
And like Hina's right here. Oh god, no, Hina, no, just because it says Toko, no, oh my god, she's gonna go, she's gonna go have a go at Toko.
What the heck?
Hina, do you know, have you learned nothing from like the past like 3 trials that we've done? Never believe what's obvious. There's always more things to go awry.
I won't forgive you.
Oh, Hina.
You know, you're being irrational.
Yeah, she really is. Alright.
You're being, as me and Ben would like to say, mono stupid.
Mono stupid.
Well, we joke how
Just a
like
second.
we joke about how like when we compare characters to magic colors, we like to joke how what most people think of as like a mono red character is actually just mono stupid.
Got you.
That's like our nickname for it.
Got you. I like that. That's pretty good.
whew,
Alright. Yeah, Kyoko really isn't bothered by dead bodies, which is kind of weird, but I mean, whatever.
it's true. So,
Plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. Well, I came to that conclusion too, but I don't know whether Makoto had triggered on that yet.
hey,
Okay, what's that? Oh no. No, 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 no. Don't say that's the dust from upstairs. That's not the powder from upstairs.
correct.
It's gonna be her shoes that are in the thing. No.
I see.
Alright, yellow powder's on her shoes.
Hey, it's true. It would seem...
Didn't suffer a single blow. 2 blows to the head. Yeah.
Indeed. Correct.
I trace some blood on either one of them, so she didn't write that message. Because there'd be
It's
blood
true.
on, like, her hands. Or something. Like, she must have used some sort of utensil to write it, if she did. And I don't think that's the case. I think actually someone else wrote that.
Right.
To try and frame Toko. Which makes me think that Toko is innocent, but I mean, she might not be.
But what if this is like the one time?
Not if this is the one time. Hey, Monokuma.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I?
Can you what?
Okay, then let's begin.
Wait, we're
the
beginning?
class
Is that it?
trial.
Have we done every?
You
Oh
know where to
my
meet, right?
God. I feel like I have so little
Please
evidence.
go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
This investigation was so short. I feel like I have so little evidence.
Kind of why I say this one is a bit of a puzzler. In addition, one, because it's a lot to do. 2, there's not a lot of evidence to work with.
Alright. Let's go. There's literally only 6 of us left now. That's crazy, and I can already rule out like 2 of the 6, which would be me and Kyoko, because neither of us were like we were doing something else at the time. We both have allies, so like.
Well, yes, but clearly you can rule yourself out because you know you
I
didn't
didn't
do
do it. Yo, Monokuma's giving me a winky face. I don't like that.
What?
Don't you winky face me. You've recently discovered the power of emoticons. Good job. Nice wall break there.
Yes, indeed.
Rob, you should know that the Danganronpa has no fourth wall.
Oh. No. Don't do this. Don't do this, Monokuma.
Yes, indeed.
Do you have 100 friends, cryy face? Oh my god.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
No, start with the emoticons.
I mean, but he's also kind of not wrong, though.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. What is this?
Oh, I love the emoticons of his last statement. I forgot about that.
I don't get it. I don't get it either.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. Hina, chill. Please, can you act calm and rational? I understand your
don't
like,
look at
best
me.
friend has just died, but like, and that one of these people probably did it. But,
Don't
like,
be mean.
don't be mean. That's exactly it, Hina. Don't be mean.
What the heck?
Toko.
What the heck?
Toko.
Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. Someone did it. I always managed to figure it out before. I'm sure I can do it again. I mean, except for the last trial, kind of did slip through me a little bit, but we got it in the end.
But we could blame that one on the fact that it had been a while since we had done the investigation, so you didn't remember
That's true.
much.
That's true. All right. Let's just go. I'm done talking to you guys. I want to figure out what this is. Time for the elevator of doom or
Doom.
something. There's so few of us there. I remember when there were so many people in the shop. There's so few.
Yeah, I remember those days too.
It's gonna look really empty on the trial stands as well.
It's not gonna be empty. There's gonna be remember the pictures of all your dead friends?
Oh god, yeah. Be sad if they weren't included, right? So let's put pictures of them everywhere. Monokuma, please.
Now then.
Let's just get this going.
Also, weird choice in Egyptian decoration for this trial.
Oh, I didn't even notice the background. He changes it for every trial, right?
Yeah.
Save data, hell yeah. Empty slot number 11. Alright, set skills, let's go. What have we got? Envious influence increases the influence gauge by 5. Holy moly, we need that. Let's go for that. We have Lost in Thought still equipped, increases the time limit for each phase. Cool and Composed says your aim, which is very useful. Like, god, I'm super bad at aiming. Algorithm increases the speed of memorizing a statement, effective during the non-stop debate. Melodious Voice increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed in the bullet time battle. And that's it. That's all we have. But we have them all. Because, like, it seems like we have a lot of points and not a lot of skills. So,
Yeah, but that's gonna happen on a blind run where you really have no idea of who's giving
Yeah,
the
I
skills
don't know
and
who's
when.
giving skills, and I don't know who's gonna die next, so I don't know who to focus on or anything. So like, all right. So that's all that done. Let's go. Let's jump right in.
Trial 4.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Yup.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
Yeah, where to begin? That's a very good point.
We already know who did it.
Hina, shut up.
Whoa, deja vu.
I swear you said that in a previous trial as well.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I love the sound effect when Hero came on. It was just like a whoop whoop whoop.
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Alright, Hina is like really sure it's one of those three, which is fine. I get that. And I know it can't be me or Toko, so like, yeah. But I don't. Hina is like super suspicious, and I don't want to think that she'd kill Sakura. But like. Alright. Hina's account is my bullet.
It was one of you.
Alright.
One of you killed Sakura.
Yep.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
That's a good point.
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it?
Hated her.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
That's the only reason
That's
you have.
low. That's about as low as
Oh,
you can get.
the account goes on Hero Stone. That's what
It was one of you.
what's the fast forward button? That's not the fast forward button. That's the pause time and look at evidence button.
One of you killed.
And what reason did
Because you hated her.
Nope.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Boom. Gotcha.
No, that's wrong.
Incorrect.
Man, I kind of wish that we also had the
Another
extended,
reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to
extended
meet
blue
with them,
gauge as well. But
Yeah.
you only,
And that
but
was right
that's one of
before she
Celeste's
died.
skills. So
Oh, okay. That's a shame.
So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
There's a good reason to suspect all three of them, but it doesn't mean that necessarily one of them did it. I'm becoming very suspicious of Hina, and I really don't want to be, but like my mind is going there, you know what I mean? I can't stop it. It does what it wants. I ain't in control of my mind, it's its own thing.
The fact that
I'm
Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them.
pretty sure
There's no
that's
way
never
that's
good
not
stuff.
suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
Alright.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
Yeah, let's see.
I didn't either.
You didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw it.
Boom! Hero!
Liar!
Liar! You saw her. We know it's true.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots?
Oh, she's
That's
putting the
gotta be
dots
the
together.
wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's,
I mean, Hero is really suspicious as
Ever
well.
since we got
So,
into
like,
the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy.
Oh my god. That's not a good thing to claim, but sure.
So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
Huh.
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
Really? Forever ago? Like, how long ago we talking?
When did
Yeah,
she
can
give
you
it to
be
you?
specific?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
Okay.
Keep trying to spoon feed me that bullshit.
yeah. Yeah, Sakura only got the colored candy after that instant because that's when Hina gave it to her. Also, oh my god, I've just looked at all the hearts we have.
Yeah, no. It feels good, don't it, to have a nice big safety blanket.
It's nice, it's nice. When Sakura got the candy.
I got it!
She really got it
I'm not sure about that, Hiro.
after that point.
Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
So my question is, why are you lying about it?
Damn it.
Yes, to quote...
And you're obviously lying about it because you just said damn it when we found you out. So like...
So yeah, to quote Miss Lukajin,
I mean,
why the fuck
what I
you
meant
lying?
Oh, that's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room.
All
Got a
right.
problem with that?
Alright, so you met with her in the rec room.
Why the sudden hostility?
Good question.
But we just talked. That's all. I didn't do anything. You gotta believe me.
Hiro, you're looking really suspicious, dude.
But we can't believe you, that's the problem.
That's the issue.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
Alright. No, she's not.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Hiro, this is the most worked up I've seen you, like, all game.
Huh? Proof? What are you talking
I mean, it
about?
is very impressive.
I'm talking about her shining message.
What?
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 At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right?
Alright.
It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
So how did you know about that, Hiro? Because you weren't allowed in the crime scene.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on.
That's just...
Hey,
Thank
Rob,
you, thank
question.
you, Kyoko. What?
What's the other reason why it doesn't make sense for Ben Toko?
Well, the main reason I can think of is that, like, Toko wouldn't put her own name in there to try and frame herself.
Well, no. Well, yes, that, but,
Like,
But aren't you forgetting a kind of important detail, though? About Toko and blood?
oh, she can't stand blood. That's true. Yeah, so, like, it doesn't make sense. It makes sense because this is probably the least bloody crime that we've seen. Because it's poison, right? Like, that's what's killed her. So, if Toko as Toko was to kill someone, this would probably be how she'd do it. But, at the same time, obviously, like I say, that's if Toko was Toko at the time when she did it. If she was Jill, she wouldn't have done it like that. She would have done it how Jill does her murders, unless, for whatever reason, Jill decided that she was going to do it differently for some reason. But she doesn't seem to give off that kind of vibe, so...
When did you see that dying message of hers?
Yeah, when did you see it? That's what I said. There's no way you could have seen it.
Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
Right.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime.
So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
All right.
And Hero be digging his own grave.
Placing a dying message on it. It was on the magazine shelf.
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
That's right. Whoa, Kyoko.
If that's true,
Let's do this. Tag
then
team
what
him.
Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Dinky.
No, not that way.
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
That is understatement. Like you like overstatement even. Like you make no sense ever, Hero. Like ever. You talk utter nonsense, literally all the time. Oh, we got the fast music. Make your argument. What we got? Magazine's dying message. Alright.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
Right?
When Ogre's body was discovered.
Right.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message.
Okay.
It was only
Let me know
after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine
Let me know if
tucked
you need a
away
hint.
on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Let me just quickly has a look here. Where is it? My dying message. What does this actually say? On the magazine shelf, one magazine had been put back upside down. Inside this magazine is typed name written on it in blood. It is assumed that whoever wrote it used their finger to do so. I think this might be one, maybe where I need to take one.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found
Again,
the dying message.
There was another thing
It
to
was
shoot.
only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
Wrong one. Oh, that's not the right one either.
What I said makes total sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying mess. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when
Oh my
I
god,
found
there
the
was a
dying
delay.
message.
Alright, okay.
It was only after the investigation had begun.
Right. I don't even know if it's
Oh,
right.
after 4
I found the
chapters of
magazine
this,
when I
you've
pulled it out.
got...
What's your problem? What I said makes
You've
total
still yet
sense.
to prove.
One day.
I can tell you exactly
these
when I found the
controls.
dying message.
So what, the
When
final
Ogre's
chapter?
body was discovered.
Fuck, really? Okay, so you actually have to get rid of the thing.
Shoot!
Oh, no, that was wrong. Okay. That's alright.
Okay.
Alright, so
I can
now I
tell you
definitely know that's
exactly
right.
when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Let's just take that.
And I can tell you when I found the dying
Whoa!
message.
No, computer. My computer wants to restart. Just minimize the game.
What?
Just minimize the game. My computer's like, hey, I want to restart. I don't have
I knew something was going to go wrong!
There we go. That's the
It's
thing
like
that
I'm
was
a motherfucking psychic.
supposed to go wrong today. Can I? No. Let me get my mouse. Mouse on. Remind me in 4 hours. I should be done streaming by then.
Yeah, hope I don't think this trial is going to take 4 hours.
It was
Because
only
we've done
after
something
the
wrong.
investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away
No,
on
that's
the
not
magazine
what I was.
shelf.
I was trying to shoot the last one. I'm done. Sorry. I'm bad at this. I'm being
I
bad.
can tell you exactly when I
okay,
found
so
that when
here's-
Ogre's
alright,
body was
I'm gonna
discovered.
take that. You have the right idea, but you're
And I can tell you
taking
when
the
I
wrong
found the
bullet.
dying
I'm
message.
taking it. Okay.
It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her.
What's
I think that's
what
what
I
I
said
need.
makes total sense.
Yeah, we need to take Kyoko's statement and
I
use
can
it
tell
against
you
his.
exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can
No,
tell
I
you when
missed.
I found the
Dying. It was only I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's
One
what I
day.
said makes total sense.
That message is so hard to hit. I don't know why it is. I don't know why I have so much issues.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying. When Ogre's body was discovered.
That's not it either?
Okay, it's Kyoko's other statement you need to take.
The magazine rack? That's why I need
Yeah.
to throw it in? Really? Okay.
I can tell you
All right.
exactly when I found the dying. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when it was only after the investigation I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's
Alright.
what I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when I found the
Yeah,
when
because he
Ogre's
can't-
body
oh,
was
okay.
discovered.
No, I shot too early.
And I can tell you when I found the
Dying. It was
Alright,
only
remember,
I
gotta
found the
rememorize the
magazine when
bullet.
I pulled
Yeah,
it
yeah,
out.
yeah.
What I said
I
makes
do have to
total
rememorize
sense.
the bullet as well. Oh, shoot. I
Yeah.
didn't even think
I
about
can
that.
tell you
Because
exactly
it's
when
only
Ogre's
one
body
piece
was
of-
discovered.
And I can tell you when it was only I found the magazine.
Tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Alright, give me
When
that.
I pulled it out,
I saw
What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Right. Jeez.
No, that's
I'm
wrong.
so bad at these controls. I'm so bad.
So that took you like 5
It
minutes.
took me
When
way longer
Sakura's
than it should
body
have.
was found, that
knew
magazine was
the
sitting on the
reason,
shelf
I
nearby.
just couldn't-
That's where Kyoko found it.
Couldn't put it
After we'd
as
begun the
they wanted me to
investigation.
put it.
And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hero. When did you see the message?
Please come clean.
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I
No.
saw it?
Because the fact that you've seen it and you knew it existed means that you must have been the one to do it or seen who actually did it.
All you gotta
The
do
point
is
where
read
it
the
was
Vienna
done.
sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko.
I'm sorry, what?
Stop making strange analogies.
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
That's true.
Yeah?
I don't think she wrote it.
I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
Nope.
100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Hero, you have not made us at all think that your speaking was the truth. Like, at all, this entire time. Come on now. Oh, dear.
Oh, sounds like it's bullet time battle.
Oh, boy. Alright. Oh, geez, hang on a second.
Show me the proof.
Hang on a second. Remind
You
me
need
of
to
the
remember the
controls.
controls.
Because they introduced more stuff into it, and I remember last time I did this, I barely passed it. Because I forgot all the
Yeah.
controls.
Because remember, you have to reload in time of the beat too.
Okay, so lock on is A, reload is X, because I have to reload now. So lock on with A goes X, attack is Y, so it's lock on to the statements, Y, make sure I reload as well. Activate fever time is RB, which I need to do when, like, to counter what he does, because he messes up the
Yeah,
tempo
to
or
counter
something.
negative time.
Yeah, that's it. Need to activate fever time. Because that's what messed me up last time. Because I was doing alright, and then it was like, oh wait, I don't remember how to deal with this. So fever time is RB. Alright. And then select truth bullet LB? Do I need to do that? I don't think I need to do that yet.
No.
It just,
Not yet.
normally it just...
It's at the end when you fire at their safety.
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right.
Oh, I need to reload.
The occult is bullcrap. end is nigh! Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
Yeah, remember during
I'm at
Fever
least
Time, you have
30%
unlimited
right.
ammo.
Yeah.
The occult is bullcrap.
There we go.
Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
That went better than the last one.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message.
Yep.
Because if you look
I'm
at
sorry,
it,
that Vienna sauce.
the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hero could very well have written it himself.
Yep, he knew it was there.
That would explain how
When
he
he
knew
shouldn't
about
have.
the message in the first place.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Wait, really? No comeback? That's
Yeah.
it?
He admits it.
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
Wait, what? That easy? You're just gonna admit it?
Please.
Rob,
Just let me
when does it
explain
ever
what
happen?
happened.
This isn't. No. You think you killed her, but I don't think you actually did.
I mean, let's
Without Ogre's note,
fully take
and
into
so I
account
had
what
to
it's about
correct them
to
right before
admit
noon,
to.
just like it
but
said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there,
I mean, Byakuya is not wrong.
Right? Oh, and that's when she gave him the candy.
and that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence.
Right?
Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
So I'm gonna end it today. Gonna end it.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me.
Okay.
She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
Okay.
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
Gotcha.
Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
Oh. Did you leave it on the table though?
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura.
I don't think he killed her. I think someone
Hina.
else killed her. It's just a
We're ready to vote
coincidence.
now, right? We know who did it.
No, I
Hina,
think there's more to Hero's
calm
story.
thy tits for a
Please.
second.
Please be rational.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
This is just coincidental.
There's one thing that Hero's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
What we'd have to do after writing the message, it doesn't make sense at all. Why the magazine was hidden?
I got it!
Why was it hidden?
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Nope.
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf.
Yep.
Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
There we go. There's someone else involved.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
That's true.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf.
Yup.
In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
Yep.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Yep.
So that pretty much leaves only one person it could be.
I got it!
Toko.
It had to be Toko.
Yep.
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Sorry, Toko.
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hero just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
But he didn't kill her.
No, you didn't.
Coincidental. Coincidental.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hero attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hero isn't the killer.
You can't be serious.
He's
That's
not.
Just...
There's no way.
Believe it.
Hero, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
Do it. Yeah, we have to prove it. Alright. What we got? Oh, we got 3 bullets. Boy, oh boy.
Alright.
Kyoko's exam. Oh my god, what was it?
I didn't want to, but I did it.
Alright.
I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit it from. No, I
You
want to
hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the...
Wait a second.
So you figured out what's screwy here?
She suffered 2 blows. He just hit her once.
And
We got it.
she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hero really is the...
Wrong button. Let's go. Let's go.
I didn't want to, but I grabbed him on a cup and I hit Ogre from behind.
Before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
No, that's wrong.
Wow, you got it in only 2 passes.
If Sakura died from
It's true.
Hero's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2
That's impressive
wounds.
given your track record.
Yeah, honestly. 2? Yeah, she had 2 head wounds.
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
Well, you're not wrong.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
I don't know. Maybe she was hit by someone else.
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Yep.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
That's why. It was heavier because it's 2 bottles worth of glass. I thought it was like swapped with like one of the ones in the chem lab or something because they were similar kind of designs. And I wondered
I mean,
whether...
that could have also been a... That also could have been a...
Because maybe the ones in the chem lab were made out of stronger glass, like tougher glass. That was what I had going through my mind. But now I'm thinking, oh, maybe there was 2 Monokuma bottles that were smashed over her head, which is why 2 of them were missing. And that pile of glass is from the 2 bottles.
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles.
Yep.
Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right?
Correct.
And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
Yep.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle.
Okay.
But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
Yes.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy.
Because they all have a
If
chess
you
piece.
look at what the bottles all had in common, it
So there
should
would have
become
been
clear.
one for each chess piece.
Huh.
Oh wait, what? Oh,
Yep. Hangman's
Oh.
Gambit.
Oh god, alright. What have we got? C. No, C. There we go. E. Chess. I need another S. P. C. E. Oh. There we go.
Now I understand.
Got it.
That's it.
That's
the
the
chess
easiest
pieces.
Hangman's Gambit I think I've had.
Yeah.
Inside each
I
bottle,
always
there
do
was a
alternate them
Monokuma
'cause I'm
figure
really
holding
bad
a
at doing
different
those
chess
kind of
piece.
puzzles.
Oh yeah.
Like I suck at
Yeah.
them.
Hangman's Gambit kind of sucks with some people. Man, just wait until improved Hangman's
King,
Gambit in the
rook,
sequel.
bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
Yep.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knife,
A knife.
if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
It means we're missing the queen.
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn.
Yep.
What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4.
Yep.
And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
Correct.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while 1 apparently went missing.
What
Well,
does
of course,
chess have to do with
We
anything?
killed Celeste last chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Wait,
Hero,
no,
not
that's
relevant.
not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No.
True.
It's
but
clear that the
that's
missing
case.
bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
It was excited. It was broken.
I got it! The bottle
was
must have been
excited.
broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Yep.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just 1 broken bottle at the scene.
Hell yeah.
And what is this evidence?
It's called science, bitch.
Evidence that proves it is. Oh, here we go. There we go. The bottle experiment. Boom.
I got it!
Yeah.
Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
Yup.
And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is... there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
Yes.
To quote Breaking Bad, yeah, science!
Yeah.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime.
It's like barely
But
science.
someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
Yep, it is. It must have been used by some bowling aficionados? No. First attacker, second attacker. I'm gonna say first attacker.
Shoot!
Oh. Shoot! Second attacker. Wait, what? I would have thought the person... Alright, second attacker.
I got it!
Fine.
The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
See, I thought Hero attacked her after the other one, but
The
maybe
second
not.
wound on
Maybe it's the other way
Sakura's
around.
head came from that second
Yeah,
bottle.
you have it the other way around.
It's gotta be, because she was talking to Hero.
Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
Yep.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hero who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Oh, snap.
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but... But there's no evidence I had anything to do with it!
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
That's true. But
I'm
he
not
didn't.
afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
And you're wrong
Bullshit.
all the time.
Yes, I just remembered something that proves it.
Oh, really?
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Did you, though? Did you really?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
Do you think she was
And you
hiding
just
in the
now
locker?
decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko,
They-
where the heck did you disappear
I don't think...
to?
Bianca, I don't think it's a matter of them coming loose. I think it's a matter of them
don't
always
know what you're
being
talking about.
loose.
I never
Yeah,
went in the
he's
rec
freaking
room.
Hero after all.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Yup.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous! Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin!
Wow, we just all got called vermin by Toko.
Yup.
Talk about pots calling kettles black.
A little bit. New element. Oh my god, no. No.
Oh yeah, so remember those finishing blow statements? Yeah, now you have to choose the bullet.
Alright. Extra return to definition blow. Make sure we're sending the right bullet to it. Select it with the LB button. Got you.
I mean, it should be fairly obvious which one you need, but...
Should be, but, well, I mean, it's me we're talking about sometimes. Alright.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you.
hiding in the right room, don't be ridiculous. The locker... handprints.
This should prove it.
I was concerned there, it was going to take too long to pick the right one.
Did you know
You
someone
don't
left
know
a
what
handprint
the-
behind on the inside of the locker?
You don't know what the bullets are before you go into that point, so I feel like I have to scroll through them to make sure I know what I'm picking. Which is kind of a bit of a... I don't know how long I have to make that final blow.
That's the challenge.
But yeah, I did it. That one, alright, went smoothly.
They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking.
Yep.
Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Yep.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Okay.
She just straight up admitted
It's
it.
because Byakuya asked her to.
Then you killed Sakura!
It doesn't mean she did it either.
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
Oh my god.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
Oh my god.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room.
I love this.
I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Okay.
And then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
You don't say.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
Yup.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me.
Wait a second, she wasn't covered in blood at the crime scene.
When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Oh god. Oh no.
Guess who's back?
Oh goody.
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Oh my god.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise.
Jill's great. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it feels like one of my
This
favorite characters.
was the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible. No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
Oh my god, that's true. I forgot about that quirk.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
Oh my god. Dude, Byakuya, you should watch your back. She's gonna kill you one day.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack no problem.
That's true.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Maybe. I think there's more to it, though.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
Keep talking like that. He's gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
No.
Hina.
Stop jumping the gun. There's more to this.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
We have to look at everything, every little thing. Because if we're
Not
wrong,
yet? Why not yet?
then we all die.
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
I'm really thinking this is Hina, and I don't
Hiro's
want to.
attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
You mean the fact? It's kind of the fact that she's trying to push everyone to a vote, right?
Yeah, it's how pushy she is to it. Like, she's been that the entire way through this crime, and it's like, you can forgive it a little bit because it's like her best friend and all that. But like, she's been really pushy through this entire thing. And really quick to blame someone, kind of thing. And I don't want to think it was her that did it, but maybe it was.
Well, you know, to be fair, I didn't want to think it was Celeste in Chapter 3, but look where we are now.
Yeah. And the other thing is, this right here, right? Hina was like pushing everyone to go for a vote. Byakuya's the one that stepped in and said, no, we've still got more to look at. Because he's the next prime target, right? We've already ruled out Hiro and Toko. Byakuya's the next one to really try and pin it on. He's the one that's wanting to carry on. Why would he do that? If he'd got away with it, he'd actually be okay with Hina pushing for it to be called, because he knows we're not going to pick him at the moment.
Good point.
So, like, as far as I'm concerned, at this point, I'm really thinking it's Hina. I don't want to think that, but I really am.
You just can't think why.
I can't think why. I don't know why.
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Delicious recommend, darling.
What do we got? Kyoko's examination summary, status of Sakura's body, yellow powder. What is the status of Sakura's body? Excuse me. She was...
So what's...
Oh, the blood. Slumping forward in a chair, traces of blood found around the mouth.
And all of a sudden,
Yeah, because you actually pointed it out yourself.
I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Boom.
No, that's wrong.
She
Wait,
was
that
slumped.
makes no sense.
She was slumped in a chair.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Hina, shut up.
Are you sure you didn't attack her
Hina.
while she was sitting in the chair?
I don't want to say that to
The
you.
sad part, the sad part is that
No,
the serial
I'm
killer
sure
has
she's
been one of the
telling
more
the truth.
trustworthy
Anyone who
members
saw the
throughout
murder
this
scene
entire
should think the
game.
same
I
way.
know. Because she's very blunt and to the point, generally. There was attack in front of a magazine. Evidence there was attack in front of a magazine shelf with blood. Boop.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Yep.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me! I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors!
Well, you can't carry anything because you currently hold scissors literally all of the time. So you wouldn't really be able to carry anything. But yeah, sure.
There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that!
It's also true, like anyone trying to move Sakura, like you've gotta be ripped.
Then what's the deal?
She's like heavy as hell. I'm guessing so, because muscle weighs more than fat, and she's ripped to hell and back. Like, holy moly.
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained.
That's exactly it. We had no idea what was going on with that.
Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
That's correct.
Oh, that part's easy.
Oh.
After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Nope. We already ruled that out.
So she just hid in there till everyone while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
Nope.
No, I don't think that's possible.
Because, I was in the locker. All along, it was me.
It was me, Makoto!
I started for myself.
I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open.
Right. I'm actually going to take a very quick break, just because I need to take a quick bathroom break. So,
Alright.
I'm gonna put it on the intermission screen, and we're gonna chill, listening to the music and watching this beautiful scene of Sakura being dead in the chair. There we go. I will be back in a few moments. And I'm back.
Alright.
Okay. Let's see that back on the actual stream thing. There we go. Mike's muted. Excellent. Right. Let's go. Yeah. So that's what it was. At that point, when we looked in the door, the locker was already open.
So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
No one was in there.
Okay then. Where was she hiding?
Good question.
I don't know! What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
Oh, I've just realized I left my door open. I should have closed that. Don't want the sound carrying throughout the house, keeping people awake. Yeah.
How do you not know? You killed her!
You guys wouldn't know about the locked room because you weren't there when we entered the room, but me, Hina, and Kyoko were all there.
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
Yep.
You're lying.
I mean, she could be.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
Yep.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
Very true.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Yep. Come on, guys. There's still like whole sections of this that I theorized about, and like no one's got into yet. Yellow powder, Monica with 4. Okay.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
The
What's the Monokuma file say again?
What was it that killed Ogre?
I think the Monokuma file is the one here. But we'll just double check. Your account is... Look, that you get the most people. That's nothing to do with this. Yellow powder isn't... It is relevant, but it's not relevant to what they're saying. This is what it's going to be. Evidence of strong blows to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it does seem that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. And that's the thing. That's the bit there. The violent vomiting of blood.
And what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her.
Boom.
No.
Just look at the Monokuma file. Just take a quick look at that.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood.
There it is. There it
I
is.
think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Yep. Like right there.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, that could be possible.
Maybe.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood.
That's true.
Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You looked inside her mouth.
Leave a
What?
chick in there? God,
Girl's
we really
thorough.
are into dead bodies.
I'm not sure if I want to get with her anymore. She's like super into dead bodies. I don't want to like kill me just so that she can have my dead body.
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fine. No worries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely,
It's fine.
Sakura was poisoned.
No.
Poison?
That's
Don't
right.
say.
This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
All right.
Okay, asshole. Sure.
Seriously.
I mean, it makes sense, but sure.
Kick in the knees.
Get over it, Jill. It's all right. Oh
She
my
was
God.
poisoned? It isn't possible.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
Right.
You can explain it?
I mean, he probably can.
Of course.
I mean,
If
I
you
could
don't mind.
probably explain it, but I don't get the option to.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
We're listening.
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Yup.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You could have, but you decided to just sit around in your room.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that
Shut
houses a
down.
variety of
Yep.
mixtures and chemicals.
Poor guy.
And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
Yes, it is.
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Right.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
Okay.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Yes.
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Or is it?
Or is it?
Do 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 do.
Days where we wish we had a soundboard.
Yeah.
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
It was.
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Yes, we did.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Why indeed?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean this.
Couldn't believe my eyes. What? What? You put the bottle of poison to his lips and is drinking it?
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
What are you talking about?
I'm
Oh,
talking
man.
about the protein, of course.
Yeah,
Protein?
that's what it was.
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Hyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. Put the finger to a time.
This is... It's protein powder.
Yep. Alright. So now we've established that.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but
That
harmless
means-
protein powder.
The bottle of protein that she drank from up there probably actually had the poison in it.
Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Oh, what are we doing now? What are we doing now? Oh, Hangman's Gambit.
We're doing another
boy.
round of Hangman's Gambit.
Oh boy, it's the protein something. I need R. I don't know. We need a T. 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 E. E. This is one of those words where the I comes after E, even though there's no C. Good job. All right. Protein drink. That's what it is. No. I wanted the N underneath that. Thanks. No. No. Give me liberty.
Now I understand.
Thank you.
The poison must have been poured into the protein can.
Yep.
If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Yep.
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Yep.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Yep. Like the protein
I got it!
that was there.
You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
Yep.
What?
This is funny because I was actually talking about the idea of poisoning someone. Like in our last stream. Strangely hit the nail on the head with this.
Oh, really? Yeah, the
That's
chapter
all it
where
took to
poison
kill
is
Sakura.
introduced
That
suddenly has
is the
poison
true
as a
cause
plot
of death.
point. Who'd have thought?
It's funny because, like I say, I brought up the idea of poisoning someone being like the perfect way to get away with this here.
Yeah.
And then they introduced the fact that poison was actually here, and now like poison is the cause of death. And I'm like, wow, that's strangely accurate.
You know? I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains.
Yup.
So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
Quite possibly.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison.
Yup.
And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
You can use the footprints.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
The footprints. The footprints, 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 footprints.
Footprints!
Where is it? Where is it? It's footprints.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf.
Yep.
That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
Yup.
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected.
Why did you go to the chem lab this morning?
What's
I
more,
mean, sure.
the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
Yep.
And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem.
Actually... No, that doesn't make sense. The footprints don't go over to Section C. So where would they have got the poison from if they didn't get it from Section C? The footprints only go from the door to Section A and back again.
All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
What?
The footprints. They're mine.
Oh, here it comes.
Hina?
Did you do it?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
But why?
Just as I suspected.
Why, Hina?
The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Makoto and Leon. Makoto and Hina. That's why he was so adamant
Me
on
and Hina
checking
are
my
the only
feet.
ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Yeah, why he was so adamant on checking my feet. Because it wasn't mine and it had to have been Hina's. Gotcha, gotcha. Alright.
Like, Byaku's an asshole, but he's a smart asshole.
He's smart.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began.
That's true.
You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
Okay, here's my question now. Did Hina actually poison the protein? Or did she just go there to get the protein? And therefore gave it to Sakura, resulting in her dying and making Hina think that she's killed Sakura. But actually she wasn't the one that poisoned the protein. And if that's the case, who poisoned the protein? And are they technically the murderer? Or is Hina still the murderer? How would Monokuma do that? Because Hina's the one that, you know, gave her and facilitated the murder. But she wasn't the one that spiked the drink in the first place. She wasn't the direct cause, I suppose? I don't know. I don't know how that would work out.
I know. Oh, I know how Monokuma would answer in this situation, but so because it would heavily influence your thinking, I'm not going to say.
Yeah, don't say.
How?
That's just my train of thought at the moment.
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you
I can't believe it either, Makoto.
But it's because I don't want to believe Hina did it. That's why I'm thinking like that. So like,
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction.
true. Sakura would just like drink it and not be. an
Hina
issue.
used that trust to kill her.
There's more to it than
She
that, though.
deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, This was a particularly nasty little scheme.
This can't be all of it.
Is it true?
Is it true?
Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
Hold it!
Kyoko.
I'm not convinced.
Oh.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
Wait. Oh, I've got more things going on in my mind. Sakura said, in Hiro's recollection when he was remembering meeting Sakura, Sakura said she's gonna end it. What if it is suicide? What if she'd already swapped the poison and the protein beforehand and had asked Hina to go and get the protein drink? And she was doing that so that Hina would get out. Because Sakura was like super besties with Hina, couldn't stand seeing anything happen to her, right? What if she effectively facilitated her own death so that Hina would get out? Because no one would blame Hina, because how would Hina have killed Sakura? That's not right, that doesn't make any sense. So what if she tried to do that so that we'd blame someone else and Hina would get away free because she's technically the killer? And in that case, what would Monokuma do then? Is Hina the one that... Oh
You
my
say
God.
that, but I'm still
I'm not saying
convinced.
shit.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Which, if Sakura did do it, plan it herself, she'd be able to lock the room from the inside and it would be fine. Like, she'd be the victim and the assailant, so like,
Hina,
be alright.
if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
Yes.
Yeah,
Please.
kinda.
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
I'm considering it.
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint?
That's also true.
It's too obvious, too easy.
Yep.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Really? You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
in this kind of environment, where you know full well that we're gonna look into every little detail, you just didn't notice you left a footprint?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina,
It
please.
matters.
I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
No, it's
There's
not.
nobody else to suspect.
It's
Nobody
not.
else could have possibly done it.
I don't want Hina to
Yeah,
be the
okay, yeah,
culprit.
there's nothing clear.
Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Nothing has been straightforward in this.
Well... Right away, I went to Section C and got the poison.
Right.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
Alright.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section
The
A.
footprints don't match.
Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
The footprints don't show that. They just go showing if you go from the door to the cabinet and then back. Nothing about going to the other sections of the cabinet and back. Yeah, see, that's what he's picking up on.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Says you.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
Byakuya. Shush. Gotta get to the bottom. So we're gonna figure out what happened. Footprints in the powder, chem lab, shelf source of the powder. Footprints in the powder, I think is what we're gonna use.
First,
but-
I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
Okay.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C
That's
to
it.
Section A.
Ooh.
No, that's wrong.
Hina, why are you spouting bullshit?
Why the
You
fuck
said you went to get the
lying?
poison from Section C.
Come
and
on.
that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein.
Yup. But that's not
But
what
the
the footprints
footprints
show.
left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A.
Evidence shows.
That contradicts what you just said.
It does. Yep.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No.
No,
No.
that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
It means she didn't do it, asshole.
Well,
You lied to us. Plain and simple.
Yup.
If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious.
Completely.
The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C.
Nope.
Whatever.
I didn't mean to skip
well,
the text there.
you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
Byakuya, you look
And
a
the
little hot
footprints
under the collar.
aren't the only problem with her account.
What? Was it maybe you, Byakuya?
Before I explain that part,
Did you
I'd like to submit some new evidence.
swap the poison?
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
Oh.
I did?
What?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me.
What?
I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
Byakuya, you seem a little,
Russell?
yeah.
Have we finally Russell Byakuya's jimmies?
Well, this is the thing. Usually, I don't know whether this is just because we found him out, like we've proved he was incorrect about something, or whether it's because like he was the one that did it, and he's like getting really tense because we're figuring him out.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle,
Oh.
and the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder.
What?
I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But
Man,
what is it?
To think that Byakuya almost swallowed a piece of glass.
I know, right? That would have been pretty bad. Actually, that would have been pretty funny if he'd done that and then like choked and died. Everyone would have thought he actually drank poison. I don't know,
Man,
like,
that would have sunk this whole fucking case.
that would have just messed everyone's head. Because it's like, Byakuya just killed himself for no reason. What? Everyone would have been all over the shot. No one would have known what's going on.
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
What? Wait, who? What? The glass? I don't know anything about the glass. You found the glass?
Fine.
This is news to
If
me.
you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
I don't know. Same shade of blue as the window? The
I
window?
got it. It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
Wait a second.
The window?
What?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
That's I'm perplexed.
What's that?
You're right. It must be. Of course,
See?
that
Told you
leads
this
to
one was a
another
bit of a
question.
tilter.
How did the window get in the bottle of poison that actually contained protein? How did it get there?
I'll take sentences that sound weird out of context for 500, please.
How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
It's true though. That doesn't make any sense. I'm struggling with that one.
What's so strange about that?
Sorry, I'm just. Okay, that's fine. What is so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Depends what Hina told us. Wait, sorry, what? Section A of the shelf, the rec room locker, section C of the shelf. Sorry, what? Oh no, she put it in section A. Sorry, I was completely out of
Stop derping.
context there. I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about?
I got it.
Pagoda?
the
Did not
bottle
have the
of
same
poison
train of
was left
thought.
on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina?
Correct.
Huh?
Hang on.
And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
That's true.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room.
That means all the poison must have been in the rec room when we broke the window to get in. Right?
Right.
It had to have.
Makes sense.
Which means that someone then, after that, moved it and put it back in the chem lab. But Hina and Kyoko didn't leave the rec room that whole time. Well, except for the time when Kyoko went to get the scales, but we would have seen it before.
No, we forget. Hina went to go get everyone.
She did went to go get everyone. that grammar was really bad there. She did go to get everyone. So Hina did leave the room. So she could have taken it from the rec room and put it in the chem lab when she went to go get everyone. But I'm also suspecting Byakuya here because he was the one that was in the freaking chem lab when we went up there. And he did go in the room, he just left. There's no reason why he couldn't have maybe pocketed the bottle and took it back up there. Why he'd do that, I don't know. But, like...
It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
Correct.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab.
Yes.
Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there.
Yeah.
That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
So the protein can was put there after Sakura died? Yeah, because the protein can was on top of the glass. So it can't have been in the room when she died. It must have been put there after we'd broken in.
I'll grant you.
But unless there's some motherfucking sorcery
in
going
the rec
on.
room when it was locked.
I'm very confused.
I told you,
How
this
can
one's
you
a
say
head
the protein
scratcher.
can was put there after the room was unlocked?
Little detail. It was on top of
We
the broken
already
glass.
know she was given the protein can with a poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something
In
I'd like to
time, in
confirm with
time,
everyone
Byakuya.
here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Maybe.
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
I'm not used to seeing Byakuya this rustled.
he's really...
Yeah, me either.
Alright.
Not me.
No.
Same here.
Okay.
Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it.
Wait, shouldn't Jill can't really... I thought Jill and Toko didn't
Well-
share memories, so how can she know? Whatever.
Well, Jill's answer is the best of the ability.
Whatever.
That
Well, technically,
proves that
Jill was also the
protein
one who
can
left the
found its
room,
way to
so-
the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, Jill did leave the room, didn't she? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
I
Because
love how frustrated Byakuya sounds in this
I
chapter.
feel like it's just because he's realizing that he's not as good as someone else is at figuring this shit out. Like someone's better than him. He can't cope with it. It's too much. Here we go. Make your argument. Oh god, alright. The empty protein drink is the bullet we need.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Boom.
No, that's wrong.
Dude, I'm so on point with this case.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Yeah.
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can.
Nope.
We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
Meaning it was put there after the...
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
It was so someone couldn't come out now and say, oh, I put it there. I moved it. I tripped over it. I knocked it. And that's why it's there.
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
But if we'd come out with the evidence first, someone could have just claimed it and lied about it. But because we made everyone prove that they didn't, it means that evidence is perfectly viable evidence.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can.
Yep.
But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
Mm-hmm.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No.
No, that's not why.
I'm wondering how accurate my theory is about Sakura killing herself off at this point. I really am.
The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle,
Knowing exactly
what it was.
She offed herself.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room.
Which...
All she had was the poison.
If
What
she...
other possibility is there?
If she killed herself, why are we doing a trial? Because there's no one that should be blackened, because it should be herself that's blackened, right? So it can't be that, unless Monokuma's just doing this for the fun of it, which honestly I can believe. But like...
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Wow.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before
Wow,
we get to that,
dude.
we need to clarify one other thing.
Oh
He said,
my god.
please.
He did say please. I've never...
What the fuck was our world if we went into?
There's something's weird is going on, man.
We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
Correct.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
I think Sakura took it herself. She had powder on her shoe. Right? There was the powder on the shoe. Maybe she was the one that initially knocked over that jar and got some powder on her shoe. Or something. I don't know. Sakura.
I got it!
Got it.
I
Got it.
think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
Yes.
What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
Why would you lie? You lied all the time earlier. Oh, was it another bullet time battle?
Yep, third bullet time
Oh
battle.
my god, there's so many of them in this one. Alright.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong!
Wow.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
That's the only bullet I've
Prove
got.
it.
That was like a perfect freaking bullet time battle. I'm
Yeah, no, you
super
actually
Did you
really
know
well.
that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow
super
powder
impressed with
stuck to
myself
it?
there. It's because I've done like 2 other of them in the stream, so I've got like the rhythm down a lot more now.
Right.
I've got my buttons down, I got my rhythm down. I actually, when I do it, I actually hold the controller sideways and use both thumbs, like both of my thumbs to do it, so that I
Have you
can.
ever seen it down?
Yeah, because then I can like have one thumb on the target and one thumb on the shoot all the time. The only time I have to like deviate from that is on the reload and on the fever time. But I didn't even need to use fever time in that one. So like.
It did?
Huh.
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab.
There we go.
That powder was yellow, wasn't it?
It was.
No, it's fucking green.
So
What the fuck
powder
do you
we
think?
found on Sakura.
Hey,
What
hey,
else could it be?
could be
but the
colorblind.
powder from the
Give
chem lab?
him a break.
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Over's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Yep.
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled.
Must.
So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing,
Correct.
which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself.
Yep.
But the powder still got
'Cause the
scattered
powder
around,
went over
and
to the
some of
left.
it must have wound up on her instep.
Yep.
Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that
it
section
has.
contains.
So she obviously was after it.
No! It was me! The poison!
Did she?
Because...
Hina,
Because...
stop. Just stop. Stop trying. Whatever it is you're trying, just stop.
Because I killed her!
You didn't. I don't think you did.
No, you didn't kill her.
I don't think it was you. One way to explain that. Oh, I can select it. Yeah, it's Sakura herself. Because I can select the portraits, which I've never really noticed until now.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What?
Yep,
The killer was Sakura?
it was.
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
Yes.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly!
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up.
Yep.
Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it.
It all makes sense.
All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Sakura wanted to create the locked room. Not to enforce the locked room. Created the secret. Sakura wanted to create
I
the locked
got
room.
it!
It all makes
The
sense.
locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
Oh,
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath.
Wow.
And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Hina was in on it. She must have known that Sakura was going to do this. That's why she's been fighting so hard to say that she was the one that killed her.
You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
Okay.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can.
She took.
Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
Yep, they do.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room... While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground.
Wow.
Honestly, I should have noticed.
I mean, yeah.
You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation.
Yep.
As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right?
Yep.
The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
But why? Why is Hina doing it?
No! No, 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 no! I killed her!
You
I
didn't! For God's sake, we've
That's
already
enough, Hina.
proved it.
It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Oh, here comes the closing
Time for
argument.
closing argument.
Oh man, alright, I forgot about these. So... Sakura giving the notes to people. We want the one where she get it to... There it is. Note to Byakuya. Wow, Byakuya looks menacing in that picture. Holy moly. Back to Togo. She comes in and hides in the lockup. Yeah, that's her hiding in the lockup. And Hiro came in, and Sakura gave Hiro a piece of candy. And Hiro was like, "Oh my God, she's gonna kill me. I'm gonna smack her with a ball." Which is there. Boom. Smack her with the bottle. And Hiro's like, "Oh crap, I killed her. I best, like, create a forgery of Togo's name. So that people don't blame me." Oh, no, that was, I don't want to do it that way. I'd much rather move with the stick, please. Thanks. And then Hiro ran out of the room. Toko was pissed that Hiro had written her name on the thing. So instead, she... Oh no, that's where she came out. She's there, and then she came out, and she saw the thing. And so she hit it upside down on the magazine rack. And then Sakura woke up at that point, and then Toko saw Sakura's like bloody face and fainted, and then Jill was all there, and then Jill was like, "Oh my god, this is crazy! I'm gonna smack you in the head with a ball," which is becoming a reoccurring
like
theme.
you do.
And then smacked her in the head with this ball, the queen in it, and then tidied up the pieces, and then Act 5, Sakura's like, "Oh man, I'm really injured because of being smacked in the head twice with bottles. Holy moly, but I'm still alive." Because she's a beast and can take being smacked in the head with 2 balls. And pulls out the poison that she has. And then drinks it. Everyone comes in. And are like, "Holy moly. That's crazy." And she's like, "Oh, the ball's there. Oh wait, I used the wrong one. Hang on. This one is to signify Sakura getting the ball. This one is to signify Hina picking up the ball, and pocketing it, so no one can see it." And then missing. Is this? Yeah, that's where she gets that out of the pocket. Right. Let's see if we got it right.
All right.
Here's exactly what happened.
I'm pretty sure you did it flawless.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
Yep. We got the music. It's all good.
Specifically, those people were Hiro,
Byakuya
Toko,
looks
and
terrifying
Byakuya.
in that picture. He looks so menacing.
But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toka. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Yep.
And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room.
Yep.
Next to arrive was Hiro.
You want a piece of candy?
When he got there,
Ooh,
he
piece of candy.
mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back
if she'd put it the
upside
right way
down.
around, we never would have found that message. Because we probably wouldn't have looked through every magazine.
Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura. And she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why
Sakura
there
just
were
thinks,
2 wounds on Sakura's
fuckers
head.
and bottles.
Yeah.
Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon.
Yep.
But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us
It's
discovered that her
interesting
body
that
was in
they
there.
put Hina as the murderer figure in this. Because like every time they do one of these, the murderer figure has like it isn't actually the person. It's just like a stand-in like figure kind of thing.
Right.
And I was wondering what they were going to do because Sakura obviously was displayed as Sakura, and it's interesting that they put Hina as that through this. I don't know.
We
why.
had
I
to
just find
smash
that
the door's
interesting.
window to get
Because like
inside.
Sakura's the one that actually killed her. I suppose because Hina's the one that's done anything kind of malicious, but I don't know.
But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina.
But Hina didn't kill her, so is anyone gonna get
That's the
punished?
full truth of the case.
Stop getting ahead of the
Sakura
game, Rob.
took her own life. And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to...
How do we manage to figure it out when you couldn't?
How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Because we're better than you, bitch.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
Dude, I just want to ruin
I'll give you credit. I'll just give you credit. You sound more
still
natural when
haven't
you say it than
realized?
Jugga.
We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
So this whole case has been a chapter-long way of knocking Byakuya off his high horse.
I got 1B. I got 1B somewhere. It's fine though. We got an A in the end.
It was probably that segment where you spent like 5 minutes.
It's yeah, probably the one section that I did really poorly on. 105 medals. Nice.
That we won't be spending
I think we can
really
all
more.
agree you
Yeah.
made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Well, that's because there's no one to vote for. They're already dead.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot?
Well, like, they're already dead. How can you vote for someone that's already dead?
I
can't
can
punish the
feel
dead.
my energy draining
Can you?
out of me.
Don't tell me you're gonna do something horrible to Sakura's corpse.
Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Why do you seem so sad, Monokuma? You seem a lot sadder than you normally are. When you do these.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, Sakura was the guilty one. But she's already dead. So what are you gonna do?
Okay.
Yep.
My entire existence!
Oh my god. He's so sad because he doesn't get to punish anyone.
What did you say? Come on.
Why did you try to cover it up? That's true. If we had blamed anyone, it would have resulted in all of us dying. Is that what you were trying to achieve? Because if we blamed you, we were incorrect because Sakura killed her. Which means that everyone else besides the one that killed her, which was Sakura, which is already dead, dies. Which means that we all die. And if we blamed anyone else, the same thing. Is that what you wanted?
What are you
Like a suicide pact? Like everyone die?
Don't be mean.
Was that what you and Sakura were trying to do? Collectively, is that why she killed herself? To create this scenario? For it to be a kind of suicide pact that not everyone can agree to. So it's not really much of a pact, but the idea of it is that everyone dies to end the game. Is that why?
What is this?
What? Pushed her into a corner. We didn't kill her. I didn't want to die. I didn't have anything against Sakura. I actually quite liked her as a character in this game. I thought she was pretty fun to be there.
You should have been the one to die.
You could, oh, I get it. You couldn't have been the only one, let her be the only one that died, so you wanted everyone else to die.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hina kind of went to an extreme place this chapter.
She really did. But is that why Sakura killed herself?
We're getting into that, Rob. Cool your jets.
I want to know. I want to know things.
What is this?
Oh. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. Wow. Found it on the ground in front of the rec room. Oh. Because you found her body first. You were the one that told us that she was in the rec room. That's why you were in such a tizzy over it, because you'd found that note already. And it all would have been so much easier if, like, I had found the note or something. And then they're like, she killed herself, everyone. Look, there's the note that says she killed herself. That's right after Jacket attacked her. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. She did. I remember it. Right. She was really angry at that time.
forgiveness. I can't forgive this.
Oh my god. But why? Don't... Guys, don't ever put yourself through this. Seek help before committing suicide. It's... like, there should never be an option. So was her plan to off herself in front of those three to prove that she wasn't really tied with Monokuma?
But...
Hina.
I'm pretty certain she could probably take them if they all ganged up on her. She's freaking insane. I'm not gonna lie, I almost believe that Sakura could probably take on 10 guys and not be, like, even bat an eyelash at it, you know, like...
See, funny you should mention that.
Oh my god.
Well, because it actually ties into her unused execution.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to look up like the exact specifics, but I believe it basically just amounts to her just being overwhelmed by enemies.
By people trying to kill her.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
That's true. That's true. Hiro, you did literally try to kill her. And Toko is no better. She also tried to kill her. And both of you thought you did.
Why? Huh?
Hina.
It's honestly probably the... like, I don't know 100% whether she intended to kill herself or not. When she went into that room. Like, she quite possibly did. Obviously, the reason she had the poison
But the implications has largely been that it was just as a last resort.
Yeah. But the fact that both Hiro and Toko both, you know, assaulted her and tried to kill her, that, I think, is what tipped her over the edge. To the point where that was a thing. As she said in her note, she doesn't want to sit around just wondering if someone's going to offer her at some point. Instead, she'd rather just take her life by her own hands. And that's because, like I say, very unprovoked, both Hiro and Toko assaulted her.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Hina.
Huh?
Oh, Hina came in at the point where... Oh my god.
I have a favor to ask.
What is this?
Huh?
Some protein.
Oh my god. She told you to get protein just so you could get out of the way so she could lock the room and off herself without you being there, because you would have stopped her.
Please! Why? Why?
Man.
Why?
I have a feeling things are going to be pretty intense with Hina in the next session.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Why?
Yeah. That's why she did it. Dude, friggin'.
Hey!
Oh god, hi Monokuma.
Oh, hey, you're still here.
Hey!
Oh my god. He's like, get on with it. Oh my god. Any idea what she was actually thinking?
What is this?
Yeah, everything she said is nothing but her interpretation. We have no idea what Sakura was actually thinking. Yeah.
What are you saying?
In other words... Yes, indeed!
The entire foundation is shaking.
What the heck?
Are you gonna propose a different interpretation?
Of course!
Alright.
Yep.
Sakura suicide note. Yeah.
Too bad.
You wrote it. You wrote the suicide note?
It's true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is like one of the few instances where Monokuma actively interfered in a case.
Wow.
Huh?
So there was an actual suicide note. What did that one say?
Huh?
Unbelievable.
Don't say lie, it makes it sound bad. I mean, he didn't lie as such, he just changed the environment. And you interpreted it how you interpreted it.
Well now, well now, well now, well now.
It didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. It's true. You, what do you mean you didn't do anything? You did do something.
Pum, pum. Phew. Shing!
And?
Oh, did she write a real
What are you
That's a good
gonna
question.
do?
That's what I want to know.
Hey, hey!
Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
Yep, you can never hear the rest of the story.
Enough already.
Yes, indeed.
Monokuma, just read the
Oh,
note.
he's
Don't get
reading the
philosophical
note.
on us.
Alright. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school. The mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
Uh-huh. You may not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it.
Gotcha.
That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. Because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. Well, neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive. I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that's why.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Gotcha. Yep. Her decision to stay true to all of us led directly to all of us hating her, which sucks. Like.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
Wow.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
That's what I mean with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me.
It's true.
Which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion and disharmony. Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. To fulfill that obligation, I decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
The Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
Wow. I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
She didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting to protect us.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why she did it. It's definitely a sacrifice. Sacrificing herself for the good of all of
However,
us.
God damn it, I love this chapter.
Wow.
Finally.
If it wasn't for the
Hina,
final chapter
I
being
want
so
to
damn
apologize
strong,
to
this
you
would be my
especially.
favorite chapter.
Yeah. This has been great. The reason I didn't tell you any of this was because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. Lol.
And that's why Monokuma switched it out.
Yeah. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya and Toko and Hiro on my behalf. Can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully, then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, Whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
Gotcha.
But
I know, Hina. This is... You didn't understand. No, it's not what it was.
What are you gonna do?
At the end of the day, you also have only known her for like a few weeks. I don't know how long we've been here actually, but like, you've not really known her that long.
According to the walkthrough, a little more than 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But I don't know. I feel as though 2 weeks in this kind of situation, you might change how quickly.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Too bad.
No. Now we shouldn't all hate Hina. This isn't. No.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
No one's blaming Hina. You're the one in the wrong. You tricked Hina into the whole thing with the suicide note. And Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
She made us remember we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know? Well?
Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What? What do you want?
It's not how it's supposed to go? Well, too bad for you. That's how it's going.
How strange.
Yeah, congratulations. Now everybody's hate sites are on you.
Yeah.
Hey!
We're not, our enemies aren't each other.
Phew.
Unless Byakuya, you know, he's bowing out of the game?
Oh.
Huh?
That's beautiful.
This is the verbal equivalent of Byakuya just giving Monokuma the middle fucking finger.
It really is. Holy moly. Sakura and he were both willing to sacrifice their own lives in the reality of this game.
Or
Thanks
I
to
guess
them.
2 fingers. Because over there it's like 2 fingers for you guys. It's like the
Don't make
verbal
me
equivalent,
repeat
right?
myself.
There is no point
I
in
think it's-
participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. It's true.
What?
It's all clear now.
Yo.
Oh, Monokuma fucked up. Monokuma fucked up.
Byakuya is like freaking on it now. And obviously freaking now you've got a psychopath after you. Because she's just gonna go wherever he goes.
Hey,
Nothing good can come of it.
Yeah, Sakura's death has just brought everyone together.
Yep.
What the heck?
You want me to punish you guys?
Punishment time.
What?
She's the killer and is technically dead.
Yeah,
You can't punish Hina.
and who are we punishing?
Listen up! Yoo-hoo!
A special guest.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
What is going on?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Guess who he found?
Uh-oh.
He found alter ego. That sucks. See ya. Dude. Look at him go. You literally...
Yeah, he goes to town on this poor fucking laptop.
Yeah, he really do. It's just a laptop. Come on now. Well, alter ego also sacrificed her life, or his life.
Well,
whatever, however you want to put it.
This one we didn't have much. This one, though.
Oh no! Phew.
Hey, you know what? Alter ego wanted to do it. Wanted to risk it. He knew the risks. Knew full well if he got found out, he would be erased, destroyed, whatever.
Right.
It would happen. We didn't want to do it, and he insisted on doing it, and we were like, alright, if you want to do it, let's do it.
So... But still...
Okay.
I'm gonna do my best.
Dude, not only did we lose waifu, we lost digital waifu
We
as
lost-
well. Jeez, man.
You know, does this effectively mean that we've killed Chihiro twice?
I mean, it feels like it.
That's impressive for this series.
What's the matter?
Hey, you know what? People can be friends with laptops. There's nothing wrong with that. Yep. It got in your way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky sneaky. Well, it was.
Just as I thought.
Yeah.
Actually...
You knew about it from the very beginning? Okay. Alright.
What are you thinking?
Cocky enough to let us do it.
Yep. Phew.
That's true.
Hey,
He let us get access to that data. But the network was just too much. Couldn't let us do that.
I want to be able to help.
Very nice.
Yep.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Oh my god. That is not what I expect you to
Well?
react to that.
Uh-huh.
The postscript.
What?
What?
Yep.
There's more on Sakura's note.
Huh? Hello.
Dulcet tones, not exactly what I would describe your voice, but okay. One other thing, Hina, there's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of the school. A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here. I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. Alright. I think what they've done is... No! No! She'd figured it out! She'd figured it out! Oh.
Hey, Monokuma, I was supposed to the one who's like watching out for spoilers. Don't do my fucking job.
She'd figured it out, Sakura had pointed it out. By the fact that he won't tell us means she'd figured it out. If only she'd mentioned it.
You guys?
Look, if Sakura can figure it out, we can figure it out.
Too bad.
What?
What?
One last line in the note. Let me just say this to the masterminds. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, no matter what. And that's seriously it, alright. How are you gonna fight him when you're dead? She won't lay down and die. But she kinda did.
Well?
That's odd.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be a clue as to what's going on?
Maybe it'll be something I elaborated on next chapter.
Oh man. Alright, well he's gone. Good riddance. Good riddance to bad rubbish.
We're really getting into the nitty gritty of this game.
Holy moly. It was after Celestra was over.
You.
That's it. Kyoko said that as well. What did you do to my body? Now, why would she say that specifically?
Who?
Hey.
The mastermind did something to our bodies. He did something. He did something to us. Plan to bomb in us? I don't think so.
No. That's 999. That's
true.
that's not even a joke. That's not even a spoiler. That's like
actually
the premise
of that game. We tried to leave the school. The sensor goes off. No. That's not what it is. Because there's no way for us to leave the school. Like, that's not even possible. That's not it.
Yo! But...
What do? We just go about doing whatever we do these days with our normal lives. We're gonna have to try and see if there's another avenue we can look at to get more information to figure out what's going on and try and solve the ultimate mystery, but like, that's all we can do right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Not possible.
Anyone think there's still kind of a hot kill black moment with Byakuya telling Hina to dial back the ego?
I know, right? That's kind of a bit hypocritical.
Stop talking.
You know what the really depressing part about this is? I'm not sure this has quite hit you yet. Sakura's dead. Hiro is still alive.
Fuck. Hero's still here. That means that I'm even more likely to engage in conversation with him.
Sorry.
What? What?
No, 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 no!
What? Oh. Fuck.
Uh-oh, does Jill feel threatened?
I think she feels threatened. Her position.
What did you say?
What the heck?
I mean, he is. You're not. She. Guys, we just got over the idea of trying to kill each other. Please. Don't do this.
People, put your hate boners away, please.
Oh my god. Can we go? Can we just leave? Can we all just go and do our own thing for a bit? Just chill off.
Hey, I don't care if we act like friends. I just care as long as nobody's gonna kill each other.
Oh my god. Who's at the door? Hello? Oh, it's Monokuma. It's not a doorbell, it's the time.
This as such.
Yep.
Soon the doors to the.
Yep.
Okay then.
Yep.
So
This is the same as always.
This was weird though. Usually we end right after a trial.
That's what I was thinking. I can hear a voice. What? 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 Wake up. What is this?
Kyoko?
Kyoko, why are you in my bedroom standing over me like that?
Yes, it's me.
Look, this better be leading to something, Kyoko, because we literally don't have the
We've
time.
been beating around the bush for like, you know, weeks now. Come on.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
What?
Why are you here?
It's true.
Here to wake me up. Why?
Whew.
It was unlocked. I can't believe I would leave my door unlocked. Are you serious? Anyone could have come in and killed me.
Hey, correct.
3 in the morning? Holy moly. Why are you waking me up at 3 in the morning? Please explain.
Makoto.
A favor? Man, when people come around at 3 in the morning asking for favors, I gotta wonder what kind of favor it is.
Oh, well,
So-
spoiler alert, it's not the fun time favor.
Dang it.
Sorry.
Everyone,
Didn't mean to get your hopes up.
dashing my hopes and dreams.
Oh yeah, but what Sakura said at the end of her note. is-
Oh, about the fact that she's gonna fight him. What she meant by that. We need to go in Sakura's room. The data center on the 4th. The data center on the 4th floor. What if she busted down the door before killing herself?
Goodbye.
I don't know, I'm theorizing again. She was gone. We're heading up there. Alright. Oh, the chapter's it's not over. It's not done. We're still going.
Yep, we still got a little bit left.
I thought we were done.
Nope, not quite.
Oh, we're straight up there.
Because...
She said to me.
Nah, I'm not gonna say it yet.
Didn't open. Still locked. Yep, still locked. Basically on the fourth floor.
What's this?
What are you... I'm... Don't worry about me, Monokuma.
Damn it!
We're not breaking in.
Hey!
Well, don't accuse me of things you can see aren't true. Yeah, how about that? Okay. Yeah, I was sleepwalking. That's exactly what it was. I sleepwalked all the way up to like the 4th floor.
That's
to
impressive.
this locked room. Well, what are you doing up? If you get tired, why are you still awake at 3 in the morning?
Someone's got to be monitoring your stupid asses.
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Go.
You too?
Yeah, we're both awake. What of it? You got a problem with that?
You guys?
You're exhausted from the class trial? How about us being exhausted from the class trial? Why don't you go to bed, Monokuma, if you're that tired?
It's true.
Well, he can't go to bed unless you fuckers are in bed.
Hey,
We're leaving. Okay.
shall we go?
Alright.
Oroko's like, I have no idea what's going on.
I'm so confused. Went back to our rooms. And then...
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Wait. What was that all about? Please explain. You woke me up in the middle of the night, told me to go to a locked room, and then we're like, okay, it's locked, we'll go back home. Like, excuse me? Why did you do this with me? Don't worry about it. Well, you're the one that's meant that I've got, like, no sleep tonight. And not in the good way. Like, just so we can go up to a locked room and come back.
Goodbye.
Well. Oh.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
What is that? Excuse me? What? We got the cool music.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
What?
The one they call the ultimate despair.
What?
Watch out for her.
Yeah, and here's where the bombshell drops.
Is... Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, I'm thinking about shit. My brain's going 100 miles an hour.
I know it is.
I got
That's what the bomb. That's what that scene does.
Fuck, dude. Wow.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
I know, I heard you the first time. I've just saved, so we're done. Holy moly.
Without actually like going into real specifics right now, yeah. If you wanted, you could play a drinking game with that scene with how many times it's shown from here to the end of the game.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why. They show it a
just
lot.
Show it a lot. Interesting.
So,
Holy moly.
when we do chapter 5 next stream, guys, feel free to, if you're legal, take a shot every time they do the Mukuro Ikusaba scene.
Dude, I would so do that if I had plenty of drink. Oh my god. That's amazing. Whew. This was a trial and a half. This chapter has been probably my favorite one thus far. It's been great.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, this would definitely be my favorite if it wasn't for chapter 6 being so goddamn strong.
I have like thoroughly enjoyed like so much of it. Like the fact that like all the stuff doing even before like the suicide actually happened. Like all the stuff in the last stream where like everyone was like tensions were rising and like people were falling out and you could see everything going wrong. I loved that. I thought that was great. And then, like I say, in this stream, like I say, with this just mystery of like, how did this happen? Why did this happen? And everything kind of falling into place, and we're finding out more and more information. It was great. This has been fun. Excellent. When are we likely to be able to do this again? When's the next day you're probably going to be able to do stream?
Well, normally we do it Thursday, but Thursday's going to be out for me because, well, it's actually my birthday that day.
Okay.
So So me and my family are going out for dinner that night since I'm actually off work.
Happy birthday for Thursday.
Yeah. Beyond that, I don't know. When can you do it? Because I can kind of modulate whenever, but when were you?
I'm honestly planning on streaming more regularly. Like I say, I streamed yesterday, and I streamed like a couple of times last week, towards the end of last week. So I'm trying to get back into a rhythm of doing it more regularly.
Right.
So, like I say,
I don't know. If it was possible to stream either tomorrow or later on this week.
I like probably a good time would be like on the weekend, because I know I'm gonna have time at the weekend to do it.
Okay, so what do you say we do it Saturday again, like we did last week?
Yeah, that should be fine. It's like say, if you're cool with doing that, I'm cool with doing that.
Yeah. All right. Then we'll continue with Chapter 5 on Saturday. Oh man, Chapter 5 is gonna be a ride.
Can't wait, man. I really can't wait. This game is I'm loving it. So with that all said, guys, if you've enjoyed this stream, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to obviously watch all of the past streams if you haven't seen them. They're all there on Twitch. You can go watch all the VODs and everything. If you want to be kept up to date on what's going on, you can hit that follow button. You'll be alerted when I go live in the future. You can also follow me on Twitter. I tweet when I go live, and there's also a Discord channel you can join in. There's a link below the stream that says join the Discord channel. If you click on that, join that, and like you say, it'd be nice to build up a bit of a community or something in there with people that say that enjoy watching all sorts of the stuff that I do. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next stream. Bye bye.